Okay, Chilli Run 2025, and as per the daytime, it's run what you brung. So you got quads, you got bikes, you got old Lands, you got some Panthers. Well, most of the sleds are older, but tonight is where the shenanigans will really start. I won't make it for that one because I'm not rocking the sled. I've got my XCW, which is buried in the snow right now.
Hey, welcome back. This is the Chilli Run 2025. Lance organizes an annual run, which is kind of run what you brung, and I was happy to be invited despite having sold my sled this year because it was run what you brung. So we've got bikes, we've got sleds, and there's a quad in here somewhere too. And as I alluded to at the beginning of the video, there is also an evening run, the Ditch Bangers Ball. Now that's usually just the boys going out to see what kind of shenanigans and trouble they can get into, and that's a sleds only ride. I'm gonna have to get a sled again, I think. And also taking video today on my left and right there, that's Cranberry Lifestyle. Just started up their YouTube channel, and it is what the name says, Cranberry Lifestyle, so it kind of chronicles a day in the life of a cranberry farmer and the various things that they get up to. So go check them out. So for this day run, it's very family oriented and the pace is going to be kept kind of low. Got a lot of kids out, and really it's just to get out and have some fun. But that doesn't mean we're not going to rip on the bikes, because we're going to get down to a lake, park up. Skidoos are going to have a little skidoo thing, which you can't really participate in because it's not on packed trail and the bikes will fall right through and get stuck. So Cory and I go for a little rip, which you will see.
Oh, baby!
Not 100% sure where we were going at this point, so I didn't go ahead. Chose just to fall in behind Lance, but this is the lake that I was talking about, and shortly after this I'm going to cut to Cory and I going for a rip on the bikes. But before that, we got to get a fire going, and Lance needs to go out and build a little bit of a course for the skidoos to go out on and cook up some hot dogs.
We get a fire going here. If you want to help, that'd be awesome.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go mark a course for the first event.
Well, here's Cory and I going out to try and find some of those soft spots and go out for a little rip on the bikes on this nice hard pack. There's been somebody in here grooming these trails, although this is not part of any official trail for Quad New Brunswick or Skidoo New Brunswick or whatever they're called. But one of the locals has a big side-by-side and a really nice groomer, and comes out here and does all these trails just for giggles. So when we see him, we definitely need to throw him a bit of cash. In terms of trails that we like to ride the dirt bikes on, or the conditions, this is minty. This is really nice. Yeah, it's hard pack, good traction, predictable. The front end's not cutting in deep when you turn, so it's not throwing you off the bike or creating big ruts. So this is perfect conditions, and hopefully we get out tomorrow night for a night run, which will be a cool video. The only thing I do worry about on these trails is oncoming traffic, because on the motorbike you can keep it between the two ditches pretty easily, but it's hard to keep a line. You kind of float between the middle and left and right, and it's really hard to kind of heave over and steer your way out of trouble if something comes around a corner, so we're keeping the speeds modest.
My hands for a second. I can't trail with my other gloves.
Oh! Woo!
Good, eh?
My face is frozen.
I know.
Now normally I just ride with my summer gloves on, because once your hands warm up you're pretty good, but that works when it's about 0 to -5. Today it's -8 and there's a bit of a wind blowing across, never mind the wind chill that we're getting just from moving the bikes along at 40 kilometers an hour, so I bet that Cory's hands are pretty frozen. Now for me, I was feeling a little bit tenpali, a little bit soft, because I'm trying to get over this cold, so I put on my ski gloves, which meant my hands stayed warm, but it was really hard to manipulate the controls. So I stalled the bike a few times because my fingers are sticking together as I'm trying to do a 2-finger clutch to pivot the bike, but anyway, I edited all that out so it never happened.
I'll clear the lungs out though.
Oh, the cold air in the lungs is just like bleh, making me cough. Fuck, that's good.
It's so good, yeah. We'll take the first right that the trail's cut.
First right, okay.
Good when you are.
Okay.
For a second right, Dave.
I had to give Cory a little bit of a shot for this one. First right, second right. In my mind here, I'm thinking second right. So, of course, I missed the first right. Doesn't really matter. It's easy to get turned around back here because the trails don't look anything like they normally look, meaning in the summertime. Looks a lot different back here. Turns out probably for the best because I think Cory said this was his favorite part, so he just twists and goes and disappears from me really quickly. I think this whole loop is about 15 minutes. I don't know, we'll probably find out this morning because I think Lance and I are going to head out, go for a little rip. If it warms up a bit, right now it's -15 and no way in hell am I riding in -15. But we're definitely riding tonight because the temperatures are supposed to come up all day long and it'll be -3, 4 sometime tonight. So we're going to get a really good night ride in and I'm looking forward to that.
We'll come to the end of that dead end and then turn up.
So I think it's pretty wise of me here to follow Cory as opposed to follow his directions at this point. Sorry, buddy. clip of what is about a 15-minute loop, maybe a bit more, and we're back on the skeg here, caught up with the group, but this is kind of the last of the ride we're going to get with the group because we end up pushing on to Hurlet Hut.
Okay. Cory just got pitched hard over the bars. Right in there.
Well, that was a bit unnerving. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera going, but Cory went down hard, and the front end just dropped into a hole, some soft snow, and he and the bike did a complete 180. So the bike didn't just freeze in place, it kind of flipped up and landed on top of him. And by the way he was rolling around, I was pretty worried he was injured badly, but other than being kind of stiff and sore, I think he's okay. And that probably wasn't too enjoyable for his wife and daughter who were on the sled that was there in the picture. But hey, Cory's okay, we're okay. We're going to get here to Hurlet Hut, have a beer, and then we're going to make our way back. This is the section when we're back from the Hurlet Hut run, which takes about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to get back from. And here is, shortly after this, Cory and his wife and daughter are going to peel off and head home, and I'm going to run into Lance and the boys heading back out for the afternoon. And they in fact do go back out for the evening, and probably don't get back till about 1 a.m.
Did a good rip in?
Yeah, the Hurlet Hut section was pretty tough.
Was it?
Yeah, pretty sugary on top.
Was it?
Everything else is pretty sweet though.
Well, that's the way we're heading now. Did they catch up with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped. I was about coming back looking for you guys.
Yeah, when I last saw you, I had to make the call there. The kids and the women were done.
Yeah, getting cold.
Yeah, so I was like, no, we'll turn back. We had a big feed of chili.
Yeah.
Bridget's there if you want to grab some chili. You want to grab her, but we're gonna. You made her. We're gonna go. We're gonna
right on.
Get to the Hurlet and do the loop around.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that whole run to Hurlet is going to be awesome on the sleds.
Yeah.
We got to get a night ride in on some of
I
this.
was gonna say maybe this week.
Yeah.
We plan on coming on a cold night this week. It's
Yeah.
gonna rain a bunch, so it might have to be like, I don't know, like soon.
Oh yeah.
Rain 20-30 mils later this week.
Oh, that's shitty.
I mean, if it freezes up after that, it'll be good, but
Yeah.
calm down. Off all week.